Hello and welcome. Macro recording and execution means that we record and execute macros to automate repetitive tasks and SQL operations within Excel. There are a few ways that we can record macros and execute them, and let us try to demonstrate a few of them. The basic way is when we have several SQL commands from our menu, such as this, and we can choose from any one of these SQL commands. What recording means is that as we execute them, we will record them to be able to run them again. So let's give an example. Let's start recording now by clicking on this option, and we can see that it says macro recording is on. And so we will look for an SQL to execute. We'll choose this one, and then it is now going to execute as well as while it is being recorded. And then we can wait for the results, and this is the results. And then since for our purposes we can stop the macro recording, and it now says recording is off. At the same time, he has actually created the script. In our script, it says that we run an SQL. This is a way of what we run there is what is being referred to as GL, which is the SQL, and C is the third version that we saw in the column. So this is effectively the same as running what we did previously, GL, and clicking on that option. That's basically the same, and this is the macro command version of it. We can actually run this, okay, by clicking on this button, and it will say run this macro. It will run every command that you'll find here. So far we only created one command, but we can run this, and it will repeat executing that same SQL. Previously we just did this sheet, and now it's done it again and executed the same SQL. So that illustrates one way, and there are other ways, such as executing from the task pane, wherein we can type a macro here or any command that we have, or for example, if we have saved or someone has given us this macro and told us to execute that in an email, for example, we received a message to execute that, and then we can paste it here and then submit it. It can be a macro script for as long as it wants, and then we can still execute it. So by clicking on submit, we will basically execute that macro, and we will have the same results come up. And then we have our new results. Okay, so those are a few ways to explain what macro recording is. Thank you.